The Webtoon fantasy category is an intensely crowded space. With millions of readers and tens of thousands of competing titles, the path to the #1 spot usually requires years of consistent output and heavy corporate promotion. This leaderboard shows the current hierarchy of the platform's fantasy titles. Osora by Tony Reneia hit the top ranking almost immediately upon its relaunch, surging past established series with significantly more chapters. Historically, mainstream action fantasy has lacked prominent transmasculine leads or queer narratives. High-stakes Colosseum epics typically follow a very specific traditional hero archetype, leaving a significant gap in representation for a large portion of the digital audience. The creator addressed this gap in the very first panel. An introductory note establishes that he/they pronouns are acceptable for Osora, setting a specific tone for the character and the series before the first line of dialogue is even spoken. To find out why this story captured the top of the charts so quickly, we must look at the audience's reactions in the comment section. Throughout the top comments, readers repeatedly identify as the Canvas Squad. This group represents a built-in, grassroots audience that followed the story long before it reached the main charts. This funnel illustrates Webtoon's system. The Canvas tier is an open space where thousands of stories compete. High volumes of likes and comments create upward pressure, forcing Osora into the premium Originals tier through sheer demand. Specific comments like, "I read this all on Canvas, so excited to see it back," show that this launch was a calculated transition. The creator arrived at the Originals tier with a loyal, pre-sold audience already in place. This digital ecosystem provides a path for marginalized stories to bypass traditional executive gatekeepers. The audience demonstrates the market demand directly, long before a studio head ever sees the pitch. The audience's focus extends to the technical details of the character design. Many readers highlighted the increased muscle mass in Osora's relaunch design compared to the original version. Readers pointed out that for a professional Colosseum fighter, significant muscle mass is a logical necessity. They appreciated a design that reflects the physical reality of the character's life. This realism resonated deeply with trans readers. One commenter noted that seeing the hero use his AAFA size as a tactical advantage helped my dysphoria, finding a rare moment of gender euphoria. The comments also celebrate the fluid melee combat and intense queer romantic tension, reacting to the first chapter as a high-stakes action sequence. Praise for the lead is balanced by critical pushback regarding other designs. High upvoted comments criticize the sexualized clothing of the female characters, contrasting it with the more practical attire given to the men. This demographic displays high media literacy. They champion diverse leads while demanding consistency and respect in how all characters are designed. Chapter 1 of Osora serves as a proof of concept for the modern entertainment industry. It shows exactly what happens when a creator builds a community before seeking a platform. The data shows that high-action fantasy featuring trans-masculine leads and queer romance is a primary driver of engagement. This is no longer a niche or experimental market. We are seeing a transition from top-down models, where studios dictate what audiences want, to a bottom-up reality, where the community elevates the stories they want to see at the top. When creators have authentic platforms and audiences have the tools to promote them, the path to the top of the charts changes to reflect actual viewer demand. Osora currently holds the #1 rank. Its success demonstrates that the market for inclusive, high-action fantasy is already a blockbuster reality.